What is up, everybody? Today we are making a flower farm. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen in your whole life. You ready for this? All right, here's the farm in action. It's a 7x8 flower farm. And if we go ahead and press this, we get a lot of flowers. Now, I did a quick 1-minute test on this. It uses about 4.5 stacks of bone meal, and it produces about this much. So the good thing about this farm is it's as compact as it can be while being as efficient as it can be, because the spread of bone meal covers the largest amount of surface without being wasted, basically. And this is the largest size worth building. Otherwise, it just costs more materials and you don't get as large of a return on it. Anyways, here's the materials you're gonna need. You're gonna need exactly 56 grass blocks, exactly 35 powered rails, 33 blocks of your choice, 26 observers, 14 pistons, a dispenser and a dropper, a barrel and a hopper, and a lever. Now, I will say you can expand out the storage system as large as you want by just adding more hoppers and more barrels. It really doesn't matter. It's just however big you want it to be. Now, that being said, let's get into the building process. Now, I will say flowers have a predetermined spawning location. As you can see, these flowers are kind of in a stripe here, and these kind of are in a circle over here. So what I would recommend doing is just grabbing some bone meal, going over to a flower forest, and just start spamming bone meal down to see where flowers sort of spawn at, and then basically make your flower farm in the area where it has the most flowers that you want. All right, so we're going to start by building 8 blocks out, like so. And then that's 9 blocks. And then we're going to place powered rails on top of all this. Now, you can actually use redstone for this, but power rails are more lag friendly, and I think they're instant or something. I don't know, just use them. Then we're going to go ahead and place an observer on this side. After that, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks out and go ahead and place rails on all of those as well. And now we're basically just going to make a complete circuit. So let's go ahead and place an observer facing this direction, going once again another 8 blocks out like so. Placing more rails on top, then once again place an observer, continuing the chain. We're basically making a giant observer loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rails like so, and an observer like so. Right, now that we've got our loop, let's go ahead and place our lever and flick it on. That'll go ahead and activate the machine, but it won't start until we hit it again. And now on the side where there's 7 blocks, let's go ahead and place observers facing upwards on all of those, and make sure to do it on both sides as well. Once you're done with that, go ahead and place pistons facing inwards from the observers on both sides once again. And once you're done with that, your machine should look something like this. Now let's go ahead and take those grass blocks and fill in all the way over here, making sure to leave a 1 block gap so that the pistons can move it back and forth. And then just go ahead and fill in the rest of the grass area like so. Now with the main part of the machine done, let's get the bone meal dispensing. So let's take an observer signal from both sides in the middle of these observers. Let's also add a few blocks down here like so. And on this side, I'm only going to bring it down 1 block. So it should look something like this, where you have 1 on this side and 2 on this side. Next, we're going to place an observer facing down on both ends and place rails atop both of these lines. Next, we're going to place observers facing in on the rail and on the observer below, like so. Next, go ahead and take out your dispenser and dropper. You want your dropper to be on this bottom block facing upwards, and your dispenser you want facing into the top dirt block. Do not flip it the other way around. It will not work. Once we're done with that, we're nearly there. Go ahead and place a hopper facing into the bottom dropper and place a barrel on top. This is going to be basically extra storage for bone meal. Once you're done with that, go ahead and fill up the machine all the way. Fill up the dropper, fill up the dispenser, fill up the hopper, and fill up the barrel as much as you want. This farm is going to reproduce bone meal pretty quickly as well, so you can go ahead and put the seeds in a composter if you want to get extra bone meal. Now, with everything said and done, let's go ahead and give this a test by flicking the lever, and we can see it's working. We have a lot of flowers. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/prismatics157, and have a great rest of your day.